And we are live.
What's good, people? Another episode of MDHTV come back at y'all. Y'all favorite podcast and all of the galaxies around the universes or universities, whichever it is.
Universities.
Yeah, all of that. Hey, that just made me think. Why are schools and colleges called universities?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of strange now that I think about it because they not teaching shit about the universe. So I think they just grifting off that word.
And because we was just talking about entrepreneur, why does entrepreneur have so many E's?
Yeah,
It has four E's.
bro. Literally, the English language is so stupid. That's why, like, I used to be one of those motherfuckers that would get on niggas, like, if they used the wrong your or like they said the wrong tense of a word or something.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, that's just some dick shit because, like, honestly, who really cares? You feel me? Because this is actually a good segue into the music stuff because in rap we'll listen to all these rap songs and shit, or not even rap, just songs period, and they don't use grammar correctly at all, and we just
Yeah.
praise that shit. But as soon as a nigga where you know what the fuck I'm trying to say, you'll try and bash me or get on me because I use the wrong your or I say the wrong tense of a word. Like, nigga, fuck you. You feel me?
I mean, I guess I don't think it's that deep, like, but I mean, yeah. But the English language, you feel me? I heard. Now this is what I heard. I'm doing a little bit, a tad bit of research. You feel me? So don't live off this. But I heard the English language was made to where it keeps you from your tongue reaching the top of your mouth, which sends out vibrations to the universe.
Yeah,
When you go like this,
yeah,
that's why like in Africa when they speak like that, it's because they're in tune with the universe. You
yeah.
feel me? And that's why
Yeah.
they have vowels to keep, like the English language, they have vowels to keep your tongue from reaching the top of your mouth.
It's
Shout
crazy
out to
that
Young Pharaoh. I don't want to take his work, but shout out to
it's,
Young Pharaoh.
it's crazy that you just said that because I was literally about to just say that. Like, if people don't realize, down there, every word in the English language has a vowel. These five letters: A, E, I, O, U. Almost every single, not even almost every spoken word has at least one of these vowels, if not multiple. And
Hmm.
that's because, and it's like people kind of put these vowels up on a pedestal. At least how I felt like when we were growing up in school, these vowels were put on a pedestal in relation to all the other words. And it's like, these are the five sacred vowels, the five sacred letters. All these others are just consonants and it's whatever, like they're whatever. But like Andre said, the vowels, they stop you from reaching your full potential because we saying all these fucking polluted ass words with these vowels, and it's halting what we really can do. And that's why y'all niggas can't do magic and shit, and y'all just think it's all taboo
Yeah.
because y'all not believing in yourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I was just thinking like how I was talking about the grammar. I've really been on my. I've always been on my Kanye shit, but I've really been on it heavy lately. And I was like listening to College Dropout, and he was like saying "you're" and I sometimes I when I'm listening to a song and I like hear a bar, I'll be like, damn, and I'll rewind it or I'll restart it and I'll listen to the whole song, but I'll look at the lyrics as it's going through. And I noticed on Apple Music, like the lyrics would literally be like "you're" and like it wouldn't be the word, it would be like how he's pronouncing it. And at first I was like, damn, that's kind of weird. But then I was like, nah, that's kind of cool because I know what he talking about. But if you just read this script, you'd be like, this nigga, what he's saying makes no sense. And
And
that's just because,
also, oh
go
my
ahead.
bad. I was gonna say also like someone's grammar or lack of understanding of grammar, whether on purpose or on accident, kind of adds to the song. You feel me? So, because the example I was thinking of, which came from Kanye, actually from that album, when he was singing "All Falls Down," he was like, "Can you pass that Versace?" And
Yeah,
he meant to say Versace, but it was like
yeah.
if you were to just spell that word on Apple Music with the lyrics as Versace, which they probably did, but you wouldn't get exactly what you wouldn't get the whole bar because he said, I can't even pronounce nothing. You feel me? So I feel like his lack of correct grammar added to the song and added
It's
to
cra-
the meaning.
that's crazy that you said that because that was literally the song that I was talking about when I was talking about like that song. And because he was like, man, I'm so self-conscious. That's why you always see that song right there, but like it's literally like every not even I wouldn't even say every black person. Well, at least this song because Kanye's obviously black, so he's speaking from the uh black whatchamacallit, the black perspective. But that's really everybody because everybody's so self-conscious. But the thing that he was talking about in the song, and that's why, this is our song of the week actually, and this is the bar that I took from it. He was like, "It seems like it seems like we live in the American dream, but the people highest up got the lowest self-esteem. The prettiest people do the ugliest thing." But what y'all don't understand about that song, you can literally get any bar and it be, the bar of the week or the song of the week. So I just picked that one because I felt it was the most relatable to all classes of people, But as far as black people, like he was like talking about how the girl go to college and like she really don't know what she want to do, so she just doing hair, but she's so self-conscious that she can't even tell her parents that she don't really want to be in college, so she just going through the motions in life, doing stuff that's not really making her happy. And I was like, wow, us being in college and stuff, that really spoke to me because it's like I know for a fact there's so many people that are like that, but they're just too afraid to admit it. And he literally said, I'm just not afraid to admit it in a song. And I was like, this nigga, like, I don't. It makes me angry how quick black people turned on him because
Yeah.
it's like y'all are so quick to call him a coon and all this other stuff, and it's like he was literally putting y'all onto game. He's been putting people on the game for years, and y'all like are so quick to say he's crazy, and that just irritates me. But You know, I'm gonna always be here for you, Kanye. We love to have you on the pod. If you hear this, I'm gonna send this to your DM. This clip.
Nah, for real. But I mean, and that's what I feel like a lot of people took from Kanye is like a lot of people just totally forgot how black powerish he used to be. And I mean he still is, it's just in a different way. But it's like, how can y'all just throw away All Falls Down? Uh what's the song? Jesus
You don't even
Walks.
gotta name the songs. How can you throw away
Yeah,
College Dropout,
yeah.
Graduation, My Beautiful Twisted Dark, like all these albums? Like, all right, if you want to say he was starting to get crazy at Yeezus, whatever, okay. But one, I liked Yeezus personally. I
Mhm.
don't think it was his best album, but I when it came out, I was bumping it. I still listen to a couple songs off Yeezus every week or every
New
2 weeks.
Slave is fire.
Facts. Like I was listening. That's going to be one of the upcoming,
Yeah.
songs. Like New Slaves was fire.
And then I
I
was
didn't understand what he was saying in that.
and I was gonna bring up Diamonds from Sierra Leone. Like this dude literally shed light on the issue that's been going on for the longest time, but nobody knew about it until he made that song. Like nobody knew that in Sierra Leone, kids were getting their arms chopped off and kids were dying over this diamond trade. I did a whole project on that actually in 5th grade, literally
Really?
about how blood diamonds are a huge issue in the world.
Yeah.
And it was because of that song that gave me that idea.
Another one from that album, Gold Digger. You know, crack music. I like crack music. That one's cool. Like people are just so quick to forget not only like how Black Power Kanye was, but how woke he was. And it's like y'all just write him off as crazy now because y'all don't agree with the messages he's saying. But he was woke for the longest time. And he was saying all this stuff, all this woke stuff, trying to put y'all in the game and trying to educate y'all. And y'all was eating it up then because it sounded good. But now, since y'all don't agree with the message he's trying to get across, y'all just are so quick to like leave him in the trash. And that's why, I'm not really here for none of the Kanye slander at all. Like, I'm not one of those people that will just go to bat for celebrities or whatever and like, argue and defend them like, they my family or they my kin. Because at the end of the day, Kanye is his own man. But, it just irritates me like how you can be so high up in the black community. And as soon as you try and do something good for your people or good for the community, people start to slander you and call you crazy and all this. And it's like, just because you don't agree with somebody or don't just because you don't understand somebody doesn't mean they're crazy. Like the same people that are so quick to call Kanye crazy are like the ones that are over here preaching like mental health and all that kind of stuff. So it's like it's just funny to see the two sides of it. Like they'll agree with you if you're on their side, but as soon as you have a different opinion or you're not on their side, they'll throw you in the trash and you're back in the slums, which damn, I mean, I'm not saying Kanye was literally in the slums, but figuratively, he was literally cast out by his own community that he's been going to bat for his entire career, and I don't even necessarily, I don't like the new direction he's taking his music, but I know it's good for him. I don't like all this, the Jesus is King album. I didn't even listen to it, but I'm not going to be mad at him because I know at the end of the day he's doing what he loves and what's good for him. And like people try and hate on him because he's not making secular music no more. But that's good because he's like, why would I sit here and glorify things that I don't agree with? So I respect that.
Yeah, definitely. And he's always been that type of person. Like, if he doesn't agree with something, he's not gonna do it. Like we've seen him do it with the Taylor Swift and Beyonce situation. Which, I mean, would I do something like that? No, but I respect it. I mean, I don't feel like he should have did that, but
Yeah,
I
fuck.
respect that he's vocal enough about his ideas, and I
Yeah,
feel like that paved the way to show like what his character truly is. Like he's obviously not going to take nothing that he doesn't agree with. So for people to sit up here and act like he's being controlled like a puppet, we've seen in the past where he's not letting that fly at all.
yeah.
He's even called out Jay-Z and Beyonce before for cheating at the Grammys or the Grammys. The Grammys, yeah, before. So
And
it's like he
bro,
called out his own people, his own
exactly,
family, pretty much.
exactly. And it's like, you know, he's cool with Elon Musk. I'm not gonna say they're best friends, but they're like really cordial and like they're really cool with each other. And Elon Musk is a genius, whichever way you look at it. He's trying to literally take the human race to Mars. You know, we've already been there, just so y'all know. But he's trying to do it now. So I'll commend him for that. But it's like, damn, this nigga Kanye, he literally pissed on a Grammy on Twitter and posted it as a statement. And y'all thought he was crazy for doing that. But now, we was talking about in an earlier pod when all these Grammy nominations come out and y'all ain't see Roddy Rich on there, y'all didn't see The Weeknd on there and all these artists that y'all feel like should have gotten Grammys. I'm glad that, Freddie Gibbs got a nomination though for uh shit something to rap. What was the album called? Alfredo, because I really like that album. You remember when that came out? Alfredo? Bro, we was listening to it when we
Hmm.
was skating. Tyler got featured on it, something to rap. Where. That's besides the point.
Right.
But y'all was over here calling him crazy for pissing on a Grammy. And it's like a couple weeks later, y'all were like, oh yeah, the Grammys are bullshit. After
Oh
y'all
yeah. I remember Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah, yeah, that's why I'm like, I know who you know who this nigga is, but y'all over here calling Kanye crazy. I mean, y'all was over here calling Kanye crazy for pissing on his Grammy, and then a couple weeks later, y'all are like, "Oh yeah, the Grammys is tripping because the weekend didn't get a nomination." So it just goes to show y'all are just literally riding whatever wave is going on, and y'all don't know what y'all talking about. So y'all need to sit down and start listening.
Yeah,
But
shut up. No, I'm
yeah,
just
enough of that getting on y'all ass because I could literally do that all night. Y'all do so much dumb ass shit.
but you feel me? We got a lighthearted, you feel me, pod
Yeah,
today, talking about music that we enjoy. You feel me? We're not gonna go too in depth about talking mess about it. So you feel me?
yeah.
That we can
I'm
proceed with that.
yeah. you know, Before we get into ones I enjoy,
Mhm.
I just wanted to see, have you heard about well, I don't think it's it's like new in terms of it's recent, like these past 2 to 3 years. It's been gaining traction. Well, it's a new genre being created, but um, it's not new in the sense like it's just happening these past couple weeks. Have you heard about the new MAGA rappers
Yeah,
that, yeah, there's like dudes out here rapping for MAGA, which
there's a black dude.
yeah, his name is Bryson.
Yeah, he's pretty big. Well, yeah, he's pretty big.
Yeah, he
And
big in the conservative realm.
yeah, and I remember I listened. I listened to him for the first time like back in the summer, like June, and I was like, "This is kind of tight." Like it was kind of good. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't bump it, but it was like it was pretty good.
Yeah, you know,
Talking about his truck and Trump.
yeah. I'm not gonna sit on here in front. I haven't listened to no MAGA songs or MAGA rapper songs, but you know, if do whatever you like do whatever makes you
Mhm.
happy, and I'm just assuming that MAGA rappers, they're not out here talking about bullshit and killing people,
They're not.
and they're still keeping the same rap sound, and they're just like promoting nationalism and like loyalty to your country and like loving your country or whatever and all that, which you know I don't necessarily agree with, but I don't have no problem with you know having pride in the country that you live in. I don't have a problem with that. So I'm way more here for that than the other side. you know I'm gonna just say polar opposite of it, which is drill rap, which I like drill rap, but the things they glorify in that versus the things that they're glorifying or that they're talking about in the MAGA rap, I'd rather people be listening to that than people over here talking about killing each other, and not only that, making fun of other people that their gangs or they personally may have killed.
Yeah. And my dad made a cool point today when I was talking to him. He was like, so many people will be scared of Ted Bundy or Jeffrey Dahmer, who are like known serial killers, but people rap as if they're serial killers and they get celebrated.
Yeah,
So it's
exactly.
like, why do we pick and choose which serial killer we celebrate? You feel me? Because if you kill more
Yeah,
than 3 people, you're a serial killer.
facts. But in rap culture, that's like glorified because you're
Exactly.
the hardest nigga out. And I think it's like really goes to show people are scared of like Marilyn Manson and like you said, Ted Bundy and all these people. When I mean, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but those serial killers was killing other white people, whereas these rappers are killing other black people. So y'all are scared of white people that are killing other white people, and then glorifying black people killing other black people. And it just really makes no sense to me. Like y'all logic makes zero sense to me at all. But again, this is not no pod to get on y'all ass. I just had to
Right.
say that point. So uh I know, we both listened to this album, and I just wanted to ask, what was your first opinions on the new Kid Cudi Man on the Moon 3 album?
Um, I okay. It was good, but it was very different than what I expected, and I don't know yet if I like it. But like we were talking about this earlier, like I said, I'm having like kind of like a disconnect from rap music right now. I've been listening to like rock, alternative, classical music. I've been listening to music from the 50s. So like I've been all over the place with my music. Maybe in like a month when I'm back on my rap, I'll probably give it another listen and see like if I really like it. But for right now, I'm thinking this is probably last place for Man on the Moons. The Man on the Moon trilogy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I could see that, and I mean I kind of I enjoy listening to the album. Like I listened to it as soon as it dropped. You know, it's only at 58 minutes long, and I listened to it straight through. So I was done with it pretty much. It dropped at midnight, and I was done with it, or like one. I was writing my final paper for my anthropology class, and I enjoyed it. You know, I was actually having a hard time writing the paper because I would just start getting up and like dancing because like I enjoyed some songs, like especially Tequila Shots.
Yeah.
That song was cold. Mr. Solo Dolo 3. Every Mr. Solo Dolo song is cold to me. But, you know, he had some nigga songs on there, like the one with Pop Smoke, Show Out. I
Mhm.
was like, yeah, niggas are gonna love this song, which, you know, is smart for him to do because that gets, you know, that's what gets on the billboard. So I'm not even mad at him for that. But, you know, it was cool. I could see what you're saying, like it being at the bottom of the Man on the Moon trilogies, just because you know, like the other ones are just so cold.
Yeah.
But
Especially the second one.
I mean, yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, I like my favorite Cuddy album, and I don't think any album, well, any album that he puts out for sure, but this is probably top five albums for me is in Cuddy, and that's just because like
Really.
it was like that album itself was so pivotal to like the transformation I was going through during my spiritual awakening, and like it speaks to me myself because like the song Immortal, I was going through so much shit when like I first heard that song.
You
Like
put
my homie had just died, and like so much shit was going on, and I heard that song, and I was really feeling I was feeling weak and like not necessarily hopeless, but I was at like a crossroads where I was either going down this terrible ass path or, you know, this path where I could save my life, so to speak. You know, I'm doing this shit, so I'm pretty sure I chose the right path. But, you know, that song just really like spoke to me. And like, even like when I'm skating, this thing, when I put on this nigga Cuddy, like, you know, he really inspired me because I'll just go back to that moment when I was at my weakest, and I'll put on Immortal, like really any song from N Cuddy, and I'll be like, you know, even though you can't get this now, you're gonna get through it, and you're gonna look back and be like, you feel me? I made it through that. So you know, that's why I really fuck with Cuddy, even though he been on some bullshit lately
oh some beat
politically. But I'm not even gonna be mad at that
some
because
shit.
I'm just
Yeah.
hoping he just don't know what he talking about. I hope he not deep state and that he not evil and all this shit. I hope that he's stupid, honestly.
I
I'd
think
rather him
yeah.
be a dumbass at this point.
I think he's deep state at this point. But you feel me? Since we're
He
talking
still
about
make good music though.
since we're talking I mean, it's all right. Since we're talking about albums and like how they change your life, I wanted to bring up an album just because you here and you kind of put me on to it. I feel like Blonde is probably going to be my favorite album for the rest of my life
Yeah,
because I feel like similar to you. I don't think mine was uh was as serious as yours, but it was a pivotal moment for me. It was like am I gonna do what I want as far as like with my career, or am I gonna, you feel me, just go down this regular rabbit hole? And I
yeah,
feel like his music is obviously like unorthodox to regular R&B or pop, whatever. You can't even really put him in a genre. I
exactly,
was just like this. I was like that album, just like I'm not gonna say guided me, but it just stuck with me. Like I could listen to that album and get hype. I could listen to that album, get in my feelings. I could listen to that album, just want to get in the shower. Or I could listen to this album whenever. And I was like, I've never had another album like that where I could just play it, no skips at all. Never.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. You feel me? And like it's like that with me with a lot of Frank songs. You know, I mean with all the Frank albums really, but I
Yeah,
especially like Blonde because
Blonde hits different for sure.
yeah, I
It'll hit
like
a part in you that you
him,
haven't even seen.
Blonde and like Wolf, the Tyler Creator's Wolf album. Like those are like two big ones for me. But you know, Blonde's I really fuck with Blonde for a lot of like the little small talking songs or moments he had in the songs, like the Be Yourself, the last song where it was really just an interview, really the whole song, and like he had Sage on there and Kel was talking and shit. Especially now that I'm like skating, like I really like that song now, but I just liked it because it made it feel like, you know, yeah, I'm listening to an album, but I connected with it more because they're having conversations with each other. And I feel like, you know, these celebrities, we usually put celebrities on such a pedestal, you know, and like look at them as celebrities and as famous and all this, which they may be, which they are. But I don't think anybody should be a celebrity because once you start putting these people on a pedestal, now we got people worshiping people. Like there's literally groups of people that worship Beyonce, like dead ass them, like worship all these celebrities like they're gods. And you know, I'm not gonna go down the deep state rabbit hole because that really connects with that. So if y'all like what we're talking, we got some pods coming on where we'll talk more about that. But you know, what I like about Frank is like he's human. He's not really a celebrity. You know, I mean, he's obviously famous, but he doesn't carry himself like a celebrity.
Yeah.
You know, me and Andre were talking about this, and I mean, I'm sure he said it jokingly, but he was like, he needs to put out more music, and I
Mm.
was like, I kind of respect that he only puts out the music that he feels like he likes and that is perfect because all of these artists will be so quick to just throw out an album with hella songs on it just to get some money. But Frank
225.
doesn't care about that. He just literally cares about the art and the music and like making a perfect piece. That's why you won't get an album from Frank every year. You have to wait 2, 3, 4 years to get an album from him because he's trying to make a masterpiece. He's not just trying to get some money, and that's why I really respect him.
Yeah.
But you know, to your point you made,
Mhm.
where you was like, it's not as serious as me. You know, I disagree because everybody has their own struggles. You know, it might not have been as serious as like life and death, but you know, what's serious? It's all about perception. You know, what's serious to you may not be serious to me, but it's still serious at the end of the day. So, you know, the fact that you was at a crossroads and this album literally made you choose between living your life how you wanted and living your life how it was expected to be lived, that's really serious because a lot of people, and that may have been more serious because a lot of people are so quick to go down that rabbit hole where they're just doing what's expected of them or what they know is the safest thing to do, so to speak. So it's like, the fact that you were brave enough to be like, fuck it, you know, I'm gonna do what I want to do and fuck what happens at the end. At least, I'm content with my decision. That just speaks volumes to me, honestly.
And I was gonna say, I agree with you totally. But I was gonna expand on like the reason why I feel like it inspired me is because everything, like I'm gonna just talk about endless and blonde
Yeah.
because
Endless was yeah.
yeah, because I'm gonna say Channel Orange was like it was experimental, but the last two, Endless and Blonde, were like super experimental, and it was like he took a huge risk. Like you got to think about it, you're coming off of 4 years and not putting out an album, and then you start off the Blonde album with auto tune. That's out of this world. It sounds like a chipmunk almost. So I just took that as like an act of courage because it was like you really had to have the confidence and the confidence not only in yourself but in your fans to be like, okay, this is weird, but I like it. You feel me? And it's hard, and I feel like it's hard for a lot of people to be confident in their decisions because they don't know or they don't even care to find out if other people would enjoy their services or whatever, or other people would enjoy what they're doing. You feel me?
Exactly.
Because they're too scared. They want to do what their parents want them to do, or yada yada yada.
Exactly. And like, when you just said that, like, that just brought back so many memories. Like, y'all don't even understand, like, y'all because there's a lot of people that say they like blondes, but they'll literally just like Nikes and Knights or whatever.
Mhm.
And even the people that, fiend those songs or whatever, they don't even understand what motherfuckers is saying in the song.
They
Like,
don't read the lyrics, bro. Bro.
facts.
I
Yeah,
remember telling people like, "Hey, he says this," and be like, "No, I didn't know he said that." I'm like, and then I'll be like, "Yeah, you didn't read the lyrics." They'll be like, "No, I don't read the lyrics. I just like the way it sounds." And I'm like, "Bro, you gotta
exactly.
know what these people talking about, because they will slide in some, not frank, but they'll slide in some slick stuff that'll make you be like, what?" You feel me?
Yeah,
That's why I love reading the lyrics, because and sometimes
exactly.
after you listen to a song for so long, you'll read the lyrics for the first time and you'll be like, you'll get hooked back on it. Like Novocaine. Like I'm like right now just like stuck on Novocaine because I finally understood the meaning of it.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And it's like Nike's. He literally started off, like you said, one with a high ass auto tune that nobody that auto tune nobody has been using auto tune like that since T Pain, and his shit wasn't high like that.
Yeah,
So he started off the album like that, and bro, literally the first lyric he said was, "These bitches want Nikes, they looking for a check." And y'all still didn't understand what he was saying, and y'all still don't to this day. So it's like, just me saying that right now, it's like just getting a feeling inside of me, because like that's so true.
so
You
true.
feel me? All these bitches, literally and figuratively, all they want is Nikes. All they want is a check, whether it be on a shoe, on a motherfucking clothing, or it be a literal check with some money. All they want is money. And that's not even, me hating on women or nothing, because bitches is it's not gender specific. You feel me? There's men and there's women bitches. So there's a lot of dudes out here that all they're doing is looking for a check. All they want is nice shoes, nice clothes, nice cars, whatever. So, you know, because yeah, why not? But
I'll do it after you get done.
I lost my train of thought, honestly.
I'm sorry.
But no, just like there's so many lyrics like that on Blonde, like Nights, for instance. And I experimented with this in college because I saw a bitch literally had a blonde poster of Frank Ocean up in her room, and I was like, okay. So I DM'd her. I was like, and then I sent her a 2-line lyric. I was like, "Do you know what song this?" I was like, "Rolling marijuana. This a cheap vacation," which is cold. If
So
that,
cold. So cold.
and then she said my everyday shit, every night shit. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna see if she know who said this. And she was like, what? I was like, one, that's on Nights. That's one of his popular songs, so to speak.
Mhm.
The switch on Nights is so crazy.
So crazy.
The
Bro,
bridge.
that
Oh,
whole like, I mean, the whole album is really good. But it was like I remember reading this comment on YouTube, and it was like that switching nights changes up the whole like theme of the album. Which after I like listened to it again, I was like, that's kind of true, because like the second half of the album is way different from the first half of the album. Like you feel me? It's like a different vibe to it. It's almost sadder to me, because you got
yeah.
like White Ferrari, which, bro, White Ferrari is probably the greatest song I've ever. No, Solo is probably the greatest song I've ever
Yeah,
heard.
that's literally, look, I just pulled up the lyrics for Solo right now.
Bro, I'm telling you that, hand me a towel, I'm dirty dancing by myself, going
Yo,
off that.
Taz,
that-
from
Bro, like, come on, bro. Like,
like one, bro literally said going off tabs of that ass.
and
That's
that was the first person I've ever heard sing about that or rap about. And that was literally when that was at the point where I was thinking, like, dang, should I try it? Should I not? And I was like, you know what? If it, because wasn't nobody rapping about it, nobody talking about it until I heard that.
Yeah, and it's like so many. My favorite song, well, I think literally every song at a point, like even "Be Myself," and
Yep.
you know, every song at a point has been my favorite song on the album. But one I really like is Sigfred or
Siegfried?
Siegfried.
Siegfried?
Yeah, that one. Cause
Yeah.
I was like, bro, I was just like, he said, "You're living in an idea of another man's mind." I was like, and then they had the guitar solo where he was, I was like, oh my gosh.
Bro, that album,
People
like,
don't hear what, like they hear the song, but they don't hear what he's saying. You feel
exactly.
living in an idea of another man's mind. That's literally how all of y'all, well, I'm not gonna say all of y'all. That's how so many people conduct their lives and they don't even realize it. And
Mhm.
they'll literally sit here and listen to that song and still not realize that.
Bro, like, I like that song too. I mean, like you said, every song has been my favorite.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
another song that I'm just gonna point out, you feel me, is Futura Free, which you already talked about, like the energy.
That's literally, I was just about to say that one. Yeah.
But like that song, because we already know which part, like we both enjoy too much. But the whole song itself, he was like, I think the first lines, he's like, I'm not a god, but sometimes I feel like a god, but I'm not a god. Or he said something, I ain't sing it right, but he said
Yeah. Yeah.
something like that. And it's like, I feel like that just made him even more human because I'm sure as celebrities they feel like gods. Like I feel like a god, and I barely we got 44 followers, but like, and he has 2.1 million. So I'm sure there's times when all these celebrities feel like they're above the human race, and he was just
Literally.
brought himself back. He brought himself down to earth. You feel me? It take some people it takes like a humbling experience for them to like drop their arrogance, but for him, he was just like, you know what? I'm not a god. Let me settle down.
Exactly. And then like I know which one you was talking about. He was like, "Goddamn, fuck these lambs, they don't want none. Fuck these niggas. Fuck these niggas, they don't want none. Fuck these niggas. Fuck you niggas." And fuck me, if I hated on you, that's so facts, bro. Because just like you said, he's bringing himself down. That's what people don't do nowadays. They don't check themselves. They're always pointing the finger. But it's like, you know, he even he's like, I know that I'm not perfect because I'm just a human. So if I hated on you, fuck me. You feel me? I'm not gonna act like I'm all high and mighty and all over everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So if you feel like I hated on you, fuck me. And that just really speak on me to me because it's like I agree, like that gives me the confidence to look at my old self and be like, yeah, that nigga was a dick. He didn't know what was going on.
Oh,
So if I fucked you over in high school, I apologize. I'm truly, sincerely apologize, but I'm not that same nigga. And I can understand whatever malice or you know, however you feel towards me. And it just like it really gave me the confidence to say and to look at myself and be like, you made mistakes, but that's all right because at least you're admitting it now. It gave me the confidence to admit the mistakes that I made.
bro,
But see, like that song right there, bro.
bro, I was gonna say this because I'm happy you brought that up because I feel like when I started listening to Frank Ocean, Tyler Creator, people like that, they were the first people in music to me that I've ever listened to make it to make it to where you don't have to be hard in order to be like that dude. Like Tyler the Creator literally said in his song, "I'm about as threatening as stained windbreakers and hurricanes." And it was like him just saying that right there just showed that he doesn't think he's the biggest or hardest. And a lot of times, especially as men, we feel like we gotta be like that. Like in high school, we always wanted to be the toughest, yada yada yada,
Exactly.
talk the most mess. But it was like it wasn't until I started listening to them and seeing people that like I could look up to and them not showboat and act like they're the strongest or the richest people ever. Cause they was still rocking band. Like I remember I watched a video of Frank Ocean singing Nikes without auto tune. And then one of the comments was like, I can't believe he really recorded this in Vans while they was untied. And I was like, bro, that just makes it so, but it's so cool to me because it's like he's not rocking no Louis Vuittons He's not showboat. Like dudes go to the studio nowadays with $100,000 chains on. It's like for
Facts.
what? That's why you
And
get robbed outside the studio.
exactly. And like that's just, I'm gonna just leave it off at that because I feel like you said it perfectly. Like people are just trying to showboat literally just for the gram. And literally on this album, he has a song called Facebook Story
Mhm.
where it's basically he just talks about, well, he it's not Frank talking about, but he interviews. And I wonder, you think it was Mikey that conducted these interviews? Mikey Alfred?
I think he did the one at the end, but the be yourself one was from a voicemail from
Yeah,
either
yeah. It
his
was his
mom or
mom.
like it was his
Yeah.
mom or his friend's mom.
Well, I know it was somebody's mom.
Yeah,
Yeah, but the Facebook story, he's basically like it's this guy and he's like he's literally living with this girl, or not this girl, let me say this woman, and they have a nice relationship, all that. And she just made a Facebook, and he doesn't accept her friend request on Facebook because he's not on Facebook. He's living in the real world, and she's getting upset and mad about it. And they literally end up breaking up. And at the end of the song, he's like, "I just don't understand. I'm here living with you. You see me every day. We're happy, and you break up with me because I didn't accept you on Facebook." He's like, "It's fake. It means nothing. It's not real." And I don't, and like people just don't realize that because people live their whole lives on Facebook. Like it's crazy because the most popular people, and I'm not talking about, the little popular Facebook famous people, but these people that run like the big meme pages or like have these hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, if you see them in person, it's almost like they have no idea how to act around, like act with real human beings and like have real human contact. And it's like we've been so engulfed in this reality created on a screen, social media, that is now slowly and surely becoming real life. Whereas having a conversation with two people is now almost seen as taboo or weird.
yeah, exactly. Like being like, "Hey, how's your day?" to a stranger is like, "Did he just say that to me?" Like you can.
Exactly.
It's so sad nowadays that like if you even try to have a conversation with a girl, like with a random girl, you automatically hitting on her. It's like, bro, what? Like I remember I came up to it was me and Adrian at the mall, and I walked up to this girl. I was like, I think I was like, I like your dog or something, and she was like, I have a boyfriend. I was like, what?
Literally.
I like.
Exactly.
I just want to know. First of all, you have a dog in the mall, which is odd in itself. But I just want to know what type of dog it is. It was a cute dog to me. But you want to go on this. Not only did she like said it in my face too. It's like I got a boyfriend. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that yeah, girls especially, like, they're just, and I don't necessarily blame them because
Yeah,
of how men act in society. So I'm not gonna, just put all the blame on the females, but like you said, it's like so weird to just have a regular conversation with people nowadays. Like I remember over the summer when I left Vegas and I went to the South, Louisiana, like somebody just said to me outside, like, "Oh, I like your shirt. How you doing?" or something like that. And I like didn't know how to respond because it was weird to me. And I was like, "Bro, that's so sad that that's weird to me because it's now to the point where you're not talking to people unless you know them, and you don't really meet new people after you graduate high school. So are you really content with knowing and only talking to the people that you met and knew in high school, which is what people don't realize, such a small demographic of the world. You're literally boxing yourselves in because only the only people that can go to this school, it was different from us for us because we went to a magnet school, so it was a little bit different people from every corners of the city or whatever. But at the end of the day, still that's still just a city. So most public schools, you're only getting people within a 5, 10, whatever mile radius, and all of y'all are living the same, thinking the same, so you're just in your own echo chamber at that. But and then you're not even open to meeting new people. And I think that's why, like, you know, it's like just so not what's the right word? It's like so there's so much disconnect between people in society because, you know, they're just like sitting here only wanting to talk to people they know. And literally you only know like 20 people.
Mhm.
There's 7 billion people on earth, 320 million people in the US. And you over here posting shit like Drake. And like this was a famous song. No new friends, no new friends, no new friends, no new. And it's like we over here literally wanting to cut ourselves off from meeting people and thinking that's cool.
Mhm. Mike, like Kanye said, relationships is a new currency.
Exactly.
And a lot of
You
people
know,
are limiting themselves because they're scared to talk to somebody or they feel too uncomfortable to talk to somebody.
exactly.
And I mean, I had that same problem. I used to be shy as I don't know what, but I had to grow out of it because it's like, you know how many opportunities I'm gonna miss out on if I'm just sitting there quiet the whole time. Like I had to really like turn myself into somebody that's gonna like ask questions, walk up to somebody, shake their hand, do what I got to do. I didn't it, like I'm not an extrovert as they would say. I'm definitely an introvert, but I had to
Exactly.
work on it. You feel me?
Yeah. But yeah, like Frank, literally just the whole OF squad, like Tyler, Earl, all of them, they've been like, especially recently, so influential to like how I've been carrying myself and like how I live my life. Like I said, Wolf. I mean, kind of Flower Boy, this song, Cherry Bomb, not Cherry Bomb, but it was on the album Cherry Bomb.
Mhm.
But Two Seater and Smuckers,
You remind
like those two
bro.
songs, I was like, bro,
This is fire.
like especially Smuckers because Kanye was on that and Lil Wayne, but literally just all of every single like it was one of those songs where you would hear the first verse and be like, okay, and then the next verse come on, you'd be like, God damn, and then I mean, Lil Wayne verse was cool, but it wasn't on Kanye or Tyler's level.
But Tyler picked
He
it back
said,
up at the end.
yeah, like this nigga Tyler, he started off, he's like, he started the motherfucking song off. He said, like an HIV victim, ain't nobody fucking with me. Then he said, I got banned from New Zealand. Whitney called me a demon, and I'm a terrorist. God damn it, I couldn't believe it, nigga. Cause he literally got banned from New Zealand. You know how, you know how, you know how much of a savage you got to be to get banned from a country, nigga.
Facts. And I like the part where he like, I'm working. Oh no, he was basically saying I'm working or I'm scoring movies while y'all sit there and smoke like broken exhaust pipes or something like that. And I'm like, in a world where like smoking has become so cool and so like everybody wants to do it, he was literally like, yeah, I don't want to smoke at all, and I'm gonna make fun of y'all who smoke. You feel me? That's cool.
Exactly,
Just to go
man.
against the grain like that is just to me that's way better than just a rapper doing drill rap and then having a bar.
Exactly. Like we can literally go through like 5 songs and talk, just go through the lyrics of them and talk about those for so long. Like this nigga was like, I clearly don't give a fuck, so you can run that shit back and fuck your loud pack and fuck your Snapchat. And that's facts because I was thinking today, people be on Snapchat acting like they celebrities, like and I was victim. I used to do this, I'm turning a new leaf, so I'll admit it. But them motherfuckers that will literally not open your Snapchat and act like a celebrity. And I just realized how toxic that is. So the motherfuckers literally sitting here trying to have a conversation with you, and you think that you too good to respond to them. And it's like, nigga, who are you?
Facts.
And then Kanye, Kanye's part was just so cold. Like he said, because Nike gave a lot of niggas checks, but I'm the only nigga to ever check Nike. And well, this was the part that every time I got to this part, I had to restart the song because he was like, richer than white people with black kids, nigga. One literally, hold up, let me get through it. He said richer than white people with black kids, scarier than black people with ideas. Nobody can tell me where I'm heading, but I feel like Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen at my wedding. They say I'm crazy, but that's the best thing going for me. You can't lynch Marshawn with Tom Brady throwing to me. I don't made a million mistakes, but I'm a successful man. That nigga, I was like, what the? I literally had to restart that song every time I got to that part. Cause I was like, bruh, nigga literally said scarier than black people with ideas. Everybody know, you know, a nigga with a book is more scary than a nigga with a gun.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Like these people, it's because they expect you to have that gun, you know.
Yeah.
So they're not. They expect you to do that, but they're not expecting you to be intellectually on the same path as them. You know, I can wholeheartedly sit here and say, you know, and I hate to make it about race, but this is just real spill, real shit. That when you're looking at the black race versus the white race, and even though, you know, I ain't gonna count the white race, y'all getting overran right now, and the Asians is beating your lines right now. But when you look at these two races, intellectually, white people is beating black people ass, beating our ass, wiping the floor with it. So if you're able to put yourself on that intellectual battlefield and not only be able to dodge bullets, but shoot some motherfuckers back and have better aim and hit them motherfuckers, one, you already black. So we already know what power that has universally in melanin in the sun and all that shit. I'm not even about to get into all that. But intellectually, once you put yourself on that same level, the world is your oyster. You can do whatever the fuck you want at that point because you know money is a blessing and it's a curse at the same time because it's a curse in the sense that it runs everything, but it's a blessing in the sense that it runs everything because no matter what, if you are able to find a way to get money, people are going to fuck with you. They're not going to care if you black, Asian, trans, gay, whatever, because this world runs on money. All they care about is getting that money. So if you are on that intellectual battlefield and know how to maneuver and shoot bullets and dodge bullets back, then that's where you're, you know, you really ready to level up. And if you righteous, make some good changes within the world. Whereas, you feel me, a nigga with a gun, you might be able to shoot some real bullets, but that's only gonna take you so far.
That's facts. Oh, that's facts. That was a beautiful thing. Beautiful symphony. Um, I forgot what we were talking about. Oh, we were talking about the lyrics to for Kanye.
Yeah, I mean, we was talking about this all stems from
Kid
the
Cudi.
Man on the Moon album,
Yeah.
believe it or not.
I mean, Kanye, Kid Cudi, they're kind of the same. I mean, you feel me? They run with the same people. Feel
Yeah,
me? But
but oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask you. You feel me? Well, I mean, I feel like we're gonna get to this next, anyways. But what was your top five this year,
Let me pull it up.
if you
My
remember?
top. I know it wasn't none of these niggas y'all be listening to. Just while I find it, or I lied. But my first one was this group called Unknown Mortal Orchestra, and that is I'll put y'all on to them. They cold. They like a different sound. And do you know them, Andre?
No, I don't.
I'll send you some. You'll fuck with them actually. And then after that, right behind them was Kid Cudi, and then right behind Kid Cudi was Tame Impala, and then Fleet Foxes was after them. And that's like I was big on them when I was skating because they was like a vibe. You know, like how you were saying earlier, you're moving out that phase of like listening to rap and stuff.
Mhm.
That's really what I was on this year. Like I was tired of rap. And I think I wouldn't even classify Kid Cudi as rap. I kind of put him more in the rap slash alternate, you know, sound category. So he was like my bridge from the rap music into this more soft, calming type of music. So uh after Fleet Foxes, and they're like I'm gonna put you on to them if you don't know who they are, but they're like more, you know, acoustic guitar, mellow type sounding people, or they're a group. And then Frank Ocean was right after them, and then Kanye was after them, and then I started getting to my nigga shit. Then it was Drake and G Herbo. What was yours? But
Uh,
my top six was UMO, Kid Cudi, Tame Impala, Fleet Foxes, Frank Ocean, and Kanye.
mine was Frank Ocean was first. Then it was Kanye. I think it was Earl, and then I think it was Tyler after that, and I forgot the fifth one.
Oh,
But I mean,
that's
but honestly, mine were like very weird because, and I don't feel like that's a good representation of mine because I didn't download none of my music. Like I would have it on a playlist, so it didn't calculate everything I listened to. So it was kind of like skewed a little bit. But I mean, I feel like Frank Ocean, Kanye West, and Earl Sweatshirt are probably Earl Sweatshirt is hard to me. Like
Earl is cold. Like I really fuck with Earl, honestly.
he's
Cause
so
like one of these songs, he just say some real ass shit. He be shouting out like Nakel and the shit in his songs. I really fuck with him. But do you have the list of like your top 10 song? Well, the top 100 songs. I ain't even gonna cap. What my number one song that had the most plays was a TK song.
really.
But yeah, but it was so how Apple Music does it. They don't do it from January to January. They do it from like November to November. So I was listening to this song by TK Got a Blast like on repeat from like November to like February probably. And it's only a 2 minute song. So like, you know, it's one of those where I'd get halfway through and I heard the bar and I'd be like, ooh, I gotta restart that. Because he was like, fuck, what did he hold up? I'm about to pull this because I don't want to get it fucked up. But uh Beach Fossils was in there, Bad Bad Not Good, Dumb Surfer. I feel like this is more representative of like what your playlist would show
Mhm.
just because
It
it
wasn't.
got the songs that you always listen to and not really the artist.
It wasn't, bro. It like on mine, it says number one is "End" by Frank Ocean. It says like 11 plays, and I know. I mean, I like "End" a lot, but that's not like my number one. And then like the second one was "Shattered Dreams," which got 6 plays. I like honestly, I don't know. Like, what are your numbers at? Like, how many plays does it say?
The God of Blast song had 93.
See, mine has 11. That's my highest. That's why I think mine.
But that could also were you listening to music on Apple Music all the whole year?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I
Because I
think it's
was
because I didn't have like the other songs downloaded. Like I wasn't listening to it from my library. I was listening to it from my playlist. And that just goes to show again, man, how Apple is just like racist for no reason.
fuck, Pussy Boy Make It Home. Oh, all right, all right. Now I know the lyric. He said, and this is like some real nigga shit now that I realize it, but it was cold at the time to me. He was like, pop up at the club, we get up with just smoke him down like a damn swisher. And that's like when I was smoking hella. So every time I heard that, I just had to restart it because I was like, I'm trying to smoke niggas down like a damn swisher. But that's not me no more, guys. um, let's see. What's some? I'm about to put y'all onto this unknown mortal orchestra song. While we're here, because these niggas like really. I'm not gonna say save my life because I'm not gonna give nobody credit for that. I'll save my fucking life, but like these niggas are just so cold. Literally every song too. Now that I think about it, like this one song, it's called "Faded at the Morning Time." I know that you heard this song because I would play it whenever we smoke. But
Wait, is this the one? Is this the one where your brother came down there and he was,
yeah,
bro? He came down there. I was like, turn it. Oh,
he like what the fuck? But this one song on this same album, they go like it's called "No Need for a Leader," and they go, "Maybe one day we'll have no need for a leader." And I was like, man, why can't niggas just grow up? And you feel me? Realize that you don't need a number one American. You don't need a leader. Just be mature and know what the fuck you want to be around. And that's why, I just want to plant the seed in y'all head. Look into organized anarchy as a legitimate government system. Because when people say anarchy, they just think motherfuckers running around rioting and shit. But all anarchy means is there's no government. You can do what you want. Which, if everybody has this understanding and still adopts this social contract of things that we're going to do and not going to do, you don't need a government standing over you, because all you got to do, it's like, and if y'all haven't read this book, y'all can literally read it. It'll take you less time to read this than it will for you to listen to this whole pod. So especially if you're at this point in the pod, I'm not going to say pause the pod and go listen to it. Please listen to the whole pod. But you know, take your time, take 30, 40 minutes out of your day, if it even takes that long, to read this book. And it's called Willie Lynch's The Making of a Slave Letter, or the Willie Lynch Letter, Making of a Slave, something like that. And basically, in the letter, it's this slave master, and he's teaching other slave masters how to create slaves and like how to get them to not only love their master but like obey them and want to die for them. And one of the first points he made was, to make the perfect slave, all you have to do is one. I think we talked about this in another pod, butt breaking, where you take the biggest, baddest slave in there that's defying you the most, and then publicly you humiliate them.
Rape
And
'em.
two, all you have to do is teach one generation, and then after that, that generation is going to do your work for you, because they're just doing the work for they're doing your work for you. Like if you teach one generation of slaves, that same generation is just going to teach their kids. You don't have to do any work after that. And when I read that, it just showed me how we are still to this day all slaves, you know, which we may not be literally physically in chains and enslaved, but two songs that just remind me of this that I know Andre at least knows, probably both, but at least one of them is New Slaves by Kanye, where he just literally lays out how slavery never it changed, but the whole dynamic of it is really still the same. You want
Mhm.
you want to speak on that song real quick?
So basically, New Slaves, you feel me? Kanye goes, he talks about how not only the music industry has made people slaves, especially like black artists. I remember this one line where he said, he was like, y'all throwing contracts and y'all know that can't read. And it was just like, like music industries or the music industry is throwing contracts at these kids, really like their kids are 17, 18, these black kids, knowing that they don't have any education about how to read a contract or how to deal with money. They just show this big deal that they're going to give them, 250,000. Little they know, you got to pay all that back, or you just got to live by their rules. You got to dress how they want you to dress. So that was the first way he talked about it, and then he talked about how clothing, it has made people slaves. And I remember this one line. He was like, I remember it used to just be black people, but now everybody wasting money on Alexander Wayne. And it's just and
Yeah,
I feel like that's so true, because it's like, now when you look at who's like the hype beast or what the hype beast culture is, like it's mostly like Asians and white people who are like buying Jordans and things like this. Obviously it's always going to be black people too, but it's really the Asians running that resale market and all that. So I mean, in that song, he's just talk, and the name really does it justice. It's like it's just a new form of slavery. We're just newer slaves to a different thing, and but the difference is we can break out a lot easier than they can.
Exactly. Exactly. And the other song, he just described that perfectly. So I'm not even gonna touch it as explanation. But another song that, and J. Cole has he probably forever gonna be on my mount. If I had a Mount Rushmore, it'd have like at least 10 heads of different niggas. But he's for sure gonna be on that because he like really got me into conscious rap and like he's the one that really got me starting to look at lyrics and not just listen to the music but hear what the people are saying. And like his album Voluminati
Yes,
is
sir.
like one of those
One of the greatest
classics.
albums of all time.
Not Born Center, Born Center.
One of the greatest
Um
albums of all time.
Literally, yeah. And one of the songs on there, Chaining Day. And literally in the song, he's just talking about like
Not Chaining Day.
how motherfuckers like we literally used to be in shackles and chains, but now we're going out and buying the chains ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And it just goes to show like how yeah, times have changed if you look at things, complexly and literally. But if you step outside and look at things in a third person ominous type of view and just step outside and like, this is what I try and do, with everything. I try and simplify everything. And that is how you know if you're doing the same thing or if you're not. Because if you just step outside of yourself and just look at things simply, look at life simply, nothing has really changed. We're still slaves. It's just a different type of currency, a different type of slavery. The best way to keep your slaves is to make them feel comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Look at us. We're comfortable. We have all these nice clothes, these nice chains, all this shit. But at the end of the day, we're still slaves to a system, slaves to a man. What's really the difference? You know?
And enslaved, I'm not gonna say to our peers, but slave to the people around us eh, because in that song he talks or the background is like, I need you to love me. So it's like he's buying and he's consciously buying all this stuff. Like even in the end, he goes and buys another chain, if I'm not mistaken. But he
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, but it's
Kevin
like
Hart, yeah.
we're doing this because we feel like it's gonna make people like us more or love us more. You feel me? Like, and I feel like from chains to Jordans to shirts, it's like we all do that in order to make people love us more or to get more attention from people.
Yeah, like one of the lyrics he says, "This is the last time. Don't take my chains from me. This is the last time, cause I love this slavery."
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it literally like that just goes to people do not be reading the lyrics. They don't be understanding. And then, like you said, he ends the song with saying, "I need you to love me, love me, love me." Like we're looking for all this love from shit from people that are only given love in the form of likes. Like you go on Instagram, you leave a heart as a like, love. But is that real love? People do so much shit for Instagram likes, for that attention. Literally, I honestly believe this. People, the stuff people buy, they are only doing for attention, and that
Mm.
attention is really only gained on Instagram. So you're spending all this money doing all this shit for some stuff that doesn't really even matter. Because even if you go to a party or something, nobody like really cares if you have a bunch of nice ass chains on, some nice ass shoes on, whatever. It's like it's cool, but the only real attention you're getting from that is on the gram or on Facebook or on whatever social media platform you on. So you know even on Twitter, the likes are hearts. On Facebook, people leave the heart emoji if they really like it, the love reaction. So you're getting all this literal fake love and
Artificial.
you're taking it as real love because you don't even know. And this goes back to what we were saying at the beginning. We don't even know how to have real interactions with people. We don't know what real love is and what of real, human genuine interaction really looks like in this society today. So now we're, over here flocking to Facebook, Instagram, whatever social media platform you're on to get this love when it's still not authentic at the end of the day, because no matter if you have 10,000 likes, you have 10 likes, you're still not going to feel loved when that your phone go off at the end of the night. You feel
Yeah.
me?
And like a lot of people, and I everything you said was perfect, but I just want to add this. It's like people are trying to make people fall in love with them for the wrong reasons. Because if you go out and dress up, you're gonna have to keep dressing up and keep buying clothes in order for people to love you. You feel me? And then also, if you think you just gonna have a whole bunch of chains and then you just gonna be king dingling, there's gonna be somebody else who can buy more chains than you. And it's gonna be like once those people that you feel like love you see that you're not who you think you are, or that you're not who they think you are, and you can't wear the best outfit anymore, or you didn't went broke, you can't afford no more chains, then they gonna lose that love for you because it was never any real love in the first place. It was just their
Exactly.
they just fed your ego. That's it.
Exactly. That's literally all we're doing is ego feeding. But you know, you never really die. It's just death of the ego. So you spend all this time, living your life trying to build up your ego when at the end of the day, all our egos die. You feel me? Even and that's before death, but even if you try and hold on to that ego until you die, you can't take that with you. You're not this body, you know. You are a soul. You are, you feel me,
Consciousness.
everything but what you physically see in the mirror or what I'm looking at you, Andre, or what you're looking at me. We're not this. We are light spiritual beings that are connected with the universe that has no ego, because at the end of the day, no matter how cool you think you are, no matter how good you think you look, you're not the universe. You got nothing on the universe at all. You don't even got shit on the planet. So we all have these
Got
big
nothing on
ass
the tree, to
heads.
be honest.
You said what?
You ain't even got nothing on a tree, to be honest.
Bags. Like, bro, I don't one, I'm not one to just tell people to go do drugs, but if you haven't tried shrooms or acid, I implore you to try one of them. Psychedelic education coming up soon. But, you know, I always bring this up, but during one of my trips, I really looked at a tree and like really studied it and realized how amazing the motherfuckers are. And humans could never do anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You know, amazing.
Just cause
But
just cause you're cute, that doesn't mean you have value. So,
Hoffman,
shout out-
Mizzou.
yeah, shout out to that boy Swaggy H.
Yeah. But while we're on the topic of all these albums, let's go to some nigga shit real quick. I mean, no, I don't really. I'm not even gonna say this nigga shit, but did you listen to the Carter 5 Deluxe version that Lil Wayne came out with?
I didn't even know it came out. To be honest, I mean, I like Lil Wayne a lot, but I didn't know it came out. All I heard
Yeah,
about was him going to jail.
yeah, which we're about to talk about too. Actually, we can just talk about because I listened to it, but I mean, it was cool. I like some songs or whatever, but it wasn't nothing that I'm about to sit on here and talk about. You feel me? Like it was cool. That's all I got to say on it. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into that. You want to catch him up to speed on basically what happened?
Honestly, I don't even know why he's going to jail. Is it because of guns again or something like that?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
basically, he got arrested on a gun charge, and he recently just pled guilty. So it looks like he's about to do some jail time.
Yeah.
That's tough. I mean, I don't even know what we can say about it.
Honestly, there's no like evaluating. I don't know why you're still getting caught with guns. You feel me? I feel like he's at a point in his life,
Exactly. Like, just get a registered gun.
or just you have security all around. First of all, bro, I don't feel like anyone's hunting Lil Wayne like that. Maybe he knows something we don't know, but like
Yeah.
as far as like artists, I feel like he has probably one of the highest amounts of respect that any rap artist has. Like everybody respects
Facts.
Lil Wayne for the most part, and he put a lot of these people on, like Young Thug and them. I feel like he really paved the way for them, and I feel like people know that too. Like, people understand that Lil Wayne
Yeah.
is that dude.
Yeah, and I fuck with Wayne because he a skater, so all skaters a little bit. They got a little bit real, at least a little bit real nigga in them. So
Yeah.
that's why I fuck with him. But yeah, that's all I got to say about that. Um, hopefully, I'm not even gonna say hopefully, but damn, that sucks, Lil Wayne.
Hope you get free.
Casanova,
If you want to do an interview before you go in, you feel me? Hit us up, or we could do
or
it while you in
while
jail.
you in jail.
Yeah, that'll be.
Yeah, like I'm not saying this because I don't fuck with you, Wayne. I mean,
I do. That's why I want you.
honestly, yeah, I don't really care either way, but I don't have no, I don't dislike you. I like your music and I like that you skate. You know, I haven't looked into you enough to judge whether or not I like your personality, but I'm not gonna shit on a black man doing what they got to do. So
He was in the IC group.
I'm, yeah, but Casanova. Well, we can kind of group these two together. Have you heard? Did you hear about G Herbo and the allegations going around right now about him?
Yeah, what you said it was fraud, right? Or it's fraud? He did something with fraud.
Yeah,
What was he?
yeah. So basically, I think it was. I don't know. I know Casanova. He's in federal trouble with the FBI. Like the FBI sent subpoenas to him. But I think with G Herbo, it's just well, I'm saying just the Chicago. It's the police at the end of the day. But the Chicago police, they arrested him, or he was wanted for fraud, and he ended up surrendering. And not only that, his baby mama is one of of the witnesses now, which is so fucked up, bro. That's hella fucked. That's some petty ass shit.
And
And
that's girl's favorite. You feel me? People love Kaya. I don't know
Ari,
Ari,
yeah,
but her yeah Ari.
that's what I was about to say. Like I remember in high school, motherfuckers was not even just girls, like niggas was just in love with her. I
Yeah,
just thought she was a regular thought, but you know, I ain't really pay no attention to her. But that just goes to show you how you can take these bitches. Well, I ain't even like I said in the beginning. Bitches is non-gender specific. It can be niggas or bitches. I mean, females or males. So
no, just he just destroyed the point.
I know I said niggas or bitches, but the fact of the matter is, it can be males or females, can be bitches. But it just goes to show you that you can take somebody out of the hood and this terrible, you feel me, life that they have, give them money,
Give him a baby.
have a child, yeah, have a child with them, and they'll still stab your ass in the back and
Mm.
motherfucking testify against you in court. She was named the number one testimony, the number one witness. She might have snitched to the police on him.
Bro, that's so sad, bro. But fraud
I,
was what, like credit card fraud, or he was like scamming people?
I don't know, honestly. Like, it's just sad to see because he's probably really gonna go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Because like y'all just gotta think, if she's one of the witnesses, they was like this. Like he got a whole song about that girl, and so she really, if she's gonna go to the point to be one of the witnesses, then she about to spill the beans, and she know everything that was going on. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, all I gotta say is like, watch out, fellas, for the people that you surround yourself with, and the people that you get pregnant. Cause it's like, no matter how good that pussy is, or how good you think your relationship is, some people in life are demons, and they will come back at any chance and bite you in the ass,
Yeah,
no matter what you do for them.
yeah. So some people are very vindictive over
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah. Now, I mean, You got anything else to say on that? I don't even know what else to say. Like,
I mean, G
I'm
Herbo.
not gonna say free you, but that's tough.
Yeah, if you want to do an interview too, you feel me? You can hop on.
Yeah, and I fuck with G.
Tell
Like, I
bro,
started
I
fucking with
messed
G
with
Herbo
you. Yeah.
after. I remember I used to not like G Herbo at all, and then my homie that I was talking about in the earlier pod after he died, because he was like a big G Herbo fan. Like he would always try and get me to listen to G Herbo. I was like, no, nigga, I just don't like that nigga. But after he died, I was like, man, fuck it, I'm gonna give this nigga a chance. And I started liking him after that. Cause especially when the songs Write My Name in the Sky, when he was like, when he was basically talking about his dead homies and like he was writing their name in the sky, I was like, oh yeah, fuck with that.
Yeah,
But
G Herbo nice,
I
bro.
mean,
I don't listen to him no more like that, but his old stuff like Humble Beast is probably going to be one of my favorite albums of all time.
Humble Beast is cold.
Yeah, yeah, and then I think, I mean, G Herbo kind of like fell off with me when he teamed up with that what's his name Southside.
Outside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when he kind of fell off for me. But Humble Beast, strictly for my fans, and balling like I'm Kobe, classics.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think the first songs I heard of him was Wilt Chamberlain and
Fire.
Write Your Name in the Side. That Wilt Chamberlain, all hundreds. That was shit was cool. But
Yeah, fell
and
asleep.
the Humble Beast album, like literally that entire album, like
Yeah.
this and that, the song with Yachty and I forgot the other niggas that was on there, but that shit was cool. Three like that was like one of those songs where I was like, man, you know, I couldn't necessarily exactly relate to that situation, but like it was relatable in the sense that like I feel like most black people that, I'm not gonna say from the streets, but like live in the hood and like around that life they can relate to. Like nigga was like, he started the song, he said, this literally was the song he started off the album with. He said, a street nigga like me at least, gotta keep it G at least. If I ain't on my own,
2 feet. Now I might just be deceased.
a
Bro, but
street
no,
nigga like me at least.
the
He's
song that got me on that album was Bipolar, bro. That song is so fire. It go do 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 do. Bro, he was like, I got shot on the block. Next day I was no, I got shot in my foot or something like that. They called me a hypocrite. I was back on the block the next day with my crutches and my Glock, give up about the healing. I was like, bro, what?
the Malcolm song was one for me
Yeah, fire.
where he was like,
The story.
once upon a time, that he was just talking about a from gang banging, came slanging moms, threw him out the house. One, he was on probation since 13. That's hella bad. But but you feel me? Like he was cold, but you know, I'm not gonna say I hope you beat the case. I hope you figure it out. Whatever. Nah. I hope you beat the case
I hope you beat it.
only because I know he was turning a new leaf in life. And like he was really getting on his shit. He got away from toxic ass Ari. His new girl wasn't, on that same, toxic shit that she was on. So I knew he was trying, and it just sucks when something from somebody's past comes
Yeah,
back and bites them in the ass.
exactly.
That always sucks. Um, do you know who Casanova is?
Yeah, I heard. I watched like an interview. He like stabbed 4
Yeah,
people or something. I'm dead serious.
yeah, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he's
See,
like,
yeah, I don't really know him like that, but I know he just got. Well, he was wanted by the FBI, and
God,
he a New York nigga, and he surrendered, and he was wanted for gang violence and fraud. See, fraud. And that's to all these scamming niggas and all that. Like I'm not about to incriminate myself on this interweb, but that shit's not worth it. No matter how much money you make, it's not worth it at all. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. But yeah, he got yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to say. Like
yeah, it's
niggas
like
wanted
too
yeah,
much to say.
yeah, not at all. I mean, some people were like, DJ Vlad is the feds.
No,
And
they just answering the questions. You ain't gotta answer the question.
yeah, that's facts.
You just be like, I
But
don't know.
yeah. Yeah, I don't even got nothing to say. Them niggas are stupid. That's all I got to say. Niggas are 40 or however the old they are with hella money still living the same lives. So
Mhm.
they're dumb. You
Yeah,
know,
that's the
I got
issue.
nothing.
People still living the same lives.
Exactly. Exactly. So yeah. So like, yeah. We can't keep pointing the finger.
Yeah.
You gotta look at yourself. Um, I know I sent you this video of Drake showing off literally, we're not exaggerating, $1 million outfit.
Yeah. It was like 935,000.
A million because of tax. So it's like, you feel me? One, I think it was either Rap or the Shade Room that posted it. And then they just had the goat emoji.
You know them. You
And
know.
I was just like, this literally it's a visual representation of you niggas' priorities. Now Drake is rich. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
But
So
y'all
I'm not hating on Drake.
not rich. So
Y'all
y'all
not rich at all. And y'all are so quick to call this nigga the GOAT because he's wearing $1 million, which is stupid. But like I said, he rich, he can do whatever he want with his money. But y'all are over here praising him, giving him more money and attention when I don't know about you, I haven't heard shit Drake on did for the black community,
I saw
except for acting like he.
no, he did. He went to
That's
that. He did that thing for God's plan.
oh,
That like music video.
but he got. I feel like he got more money off the song God's Plan than he did than he gave out money,
But
which I'm not hating.
yeah, I mean, he still did what he did though. You feel me? So I
Yeah,
respect.
I'm not about to hate on him, but I don't know. I mean, like I said, it's his money.
Yeah,
Y'all niggas not rich, so I don't understand why y'all is sharing that, acting like that's just the coldest thing a nigga can do.
but also
But
like you feel me? Like you said, he is rich, so he could go out and buy outfits like that. But y'all doing the same things, but y'all ain't rich, and y'all using like y'all whole check on the outfit. You feel me? That's where you feel me. That's where Drake's fantasy and you the reality. You feel me? You got to recognize that your reality is different than Drake's.
yeah, and like I don't think people realize, you know, Drake is a half white, and again, I don't have anything against white people or Jewish people. I don't have nothing against Jewish people specifically, but the whole race itself, we can have a conversation about. But you know, you know what? I'm just gonna tell y'all to do some research. I'm not even about to go into that because it's not even gonna be a good look, and y'all don't like to hear facts. So I'm gonna just leave it at that. Drake, if that's what you want to do, that's cool. I'm not gonna hate on you for that, but for all of y'all praising that, it just really shows where y'all priorities are at, you know?
And also, if Drake, you want to come on here, explain to us why you got $1 million outfit on, you can do that too. You feel me? Invites.
Yeah, exactly. Um, I know I sent you that tweet of it was basically a picture of the Baltimore mayor, and he had a clean cut afro. And let me go read the tweet. There was like, "This is the mayor of Baltimore. Wow, this is dope." And I'm gonna just show a picture to the screen if y'all watching on YouTube. So they said this is dope. So I was like, I saw that. I was like, okay, the nigga has a haircut.
A nice haircut.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hate on the haircut, but y'all don't know shit about one. Baltimore is literally one of the worst cities in
Ever.
America. So y'all are over here praising this nigga
Over
who's
a
running this city over a haircut, saying this is dope.
over a basic haircut too at that. Over an
I
afro.
know it's not even like he got twisties or nothing. Nigga literally just got an afro. And that shit look Photoshop now that I'm looking at it. But it's just funny to me. Cause it's like, is that literally how low the bar is for us? Oh, that nigga got a haircut. He dope. Like y'all don't know what this nigga has done for the community. Y'all don't know what detrimental things he has done for the community.
Bro, that was
But we all know Baltimore is one of the worst cities in America. So he's not doing that good of a job. But his haircut is dope.
yeah, people are dying left and right. Haircut is dope though. No, this is really him.
This tweet had like 20,000 shares. So it just,
Bro, but that just goes to show, you feel me, like it's really black people selling out black people because we all know the biggest demographic of people dying in Baltimore is black people. And the mayor prior to him she was black too. So it's
and oh, go ahead. And if you go to Chicago,
Mhm.
nigga motherfucking Lori Lightfoot, who liter who literally came out this summer dressed in a COVID, you feel me, outfit for a press interview, which I don't even want to get into that because, like, are
Well,
you
let me just
fucking
say this
serious?
one thing. You feel me? We're not gonna get into politics, but this is just a little keynote for y'all. You see how the mayor of these these cities filled with black people that are killing each other, they're black. And you see how Trump tried to call them out? That's all I'm saying. You feel me? Don't always just trust people because of their skin color. Trust people because they telling the truth. And it's true that Baltimore is not a good place.
Yeah, Baltimore, Chicago, like
Mhm.
hella places. New York, like, I don't even got to go down the list.
Yeah, yeah.
Literally, there's so many, there's so many Chicagos in America, like Compton, all these fucking cities. So that's why I'm just so adamant about why are we always blaming white people and not looking at ourselves? Because we're not even living next to white people. And in some of these cities, the mayors, the people controlling it aren't even white people. They're black people. Like people forget to realize that the slaves was sold to the white people by other black people.
Mm-hmm.
So at some point, we can't just keep blaming white people for everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's why low-key, the greatest source for black people that are conscious and know what the fuck they be talking about is white people. Because they have all the money, they have all the business. So you gotta they this is they shit. So like,
You
why
gotta
are we constantly trying to fight them?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But before we get off here, uh something I saw today that made me like, wow,
Yeah.
it just
Like in a
it
good way
just
or
really like in a terrible way.
bad?
It made me laugh, but I was just like, wow. It wasn't necessarily terrible for me, just because it's some shit I expect.
Mhm.
But you know, people started anti-fat shaming Lizzo because she was going on a detox diet. So I was like, all right, these are the same people that are saying love yourself, love your body, power to women, do what you want. Now they're shaming Lizzo because she wants to get healthy. It just leaves me like some stuff that I see and hear. I literally have no words for it. Like it literally leaves me speechless of like how just contradicting and how dumb some people are.
Bro, there's just some things you can't have an answer for at this point.
Not even so, there's a lot of things.
And you can't even I don't like
Oh,
what was you gonna say?
I said a whole lot. I was just saying a whole
Oh,
lot of things.
yeah, and you just can't even can't even entertain it most of the time.
Yeah, and like you know, I just want to end this the pod by saying like on this topic, like I feel like women today are damn near being more disrespected. I'm not gonna say ever, but they're getting more disrespected now than they have in a long time. And it's almost being pushed by the very movement that's supposed to be empowering them.
Hmm.
Like, you know, one, so many young girls are getting pregnant nowadays. Like, I go on Facebook, I'll literally see five, six, seven girls that I went to high school with. Mind you, I just graduated a couple months ago, already pregnant. And then the New Yorker, they came out with the cover page of one of their magazines. It literally depicted when a minority woman at that living dirty as fuck,
Dirty.
super dirty. There was fashion shit everywhere. She had hella opened wine bottles just all over the place. Had two cats and
That's
a
cats.
bunch of Amazon boxes.
Yeah.
I was just like, wow. And the piece was literally like a piece to empower women or supposedly empower women. And I'm like, just look how y'all are being represented, and like look how the people at the New Yorker, think about y'all. So like
Exactly.
like you said, some things you just literally can't even comment on because it's just like, wow, I can't believe that it's like, you know how you make one of those comments or like when it's like, oh yeah, I'll do that when pigs fly, or I'll believe it when whatever happens. And then that
Yeah,
happens and it's like,
the pigs been took off for that. The pigs been I mean, the pigs are with the birds right now. There's so many things that I didn't expect to happen that's already happened. Like so
yeah,
it's whatever to me now. And I don't even want to entertain nothing that's below me. You feel me? That's how I feel at this point. And like stuff like that,
yeah,
below me,
exactly,
to be honest.
exactly, exactly. Um, yeah. I don't, I don't got nothing else to say on it. But I don't want to end the pod on a low, you feel me, vibration. So I want to get back into what we were talking about earlier about these songs, you know. And another I recently heard this one song called Pearly Dew Drops. Have you heard that?
No.
Here, I'll just play a little bit of it. We don't want to get copyrighted or nothing, but
Here,
that's like the type of shit I be on right now.
let me show you something too.
But yeah, yeah,
Keep
yeah.
going, I'm gonna
Go
pull
ahead, go ahead. I'm gonna pull up some song. See, like y'all gotta get away from the rap just because one, the frequency rap is played at is literally detrimental to your health.
hmm
And two, like if you just hearing them nasty down sad beats all the time, you're gonna feel down like that naturally.
Yeah. And like, you know, we talked about this before, but a lot of rap music or a lot of music that they play on the radio really just attacks your subconscious. So like you don't even realize what the rap is doing to you. That's like when like I used to argue with my parents, like, no, I'm not gonna listen to these rappers, but it was like you would catch yourself doing like little things that the rapper would do in the music video, or you would catch yourself saying something that he would say. So it's like they're attacking our subconscious and we don't know. So you can't if you listen to rap all the time, you feel me? It's doing something to you that you will never be able to see or recognize unless you're really in tune with your actions and your thoughts.
Facts.
But here, this is a song. This one's called Irish Boy by Mark Knopfler. You feel me? Just a tape. You just gotta vibe sometimes. You like when I read, that's what I listen to. And
Yeah.
speaking of reading, you feel me? We starting a little book club. You feel me? It's on Snapchat. It's nothing too big. It's just book reviews, book discussions. You feel me? Just show off your books. Because I'm actually in this group right now that I joined for some dumb reason. It's called B Words and Bongs, and it's basically like where you post the weed that you have or you smoking weed. So I was like, you know what? We need to do something better than that and freaking make a book club and showcase that and see
Yeah.
how many people join it. Cause it's like 30,000 people in this. Well, it's like 30 people in this other thing, but how many people gonna join the one about the books? So
Exactly.
far, it's two
Like
people.
something that, yeah.
Oh
The two on this motherfucking pop.
wait, actually, wait.
But this is good company to be in because there's not two niggas like us.
Nah, it's four people.
Hey, that's more than I thought would be in it.
I'm gonna just add people if it doesn't do nothing.
Nah, fuck that.
No, because I feel like you feel me. I at least want to give them the opportunity to see it.
Yeah, yeah, I get that. Yeah, that's why I started doing the song of the week thing on Instagram. Make sure y'all follow us on Instagram if you haven't. At Modern Day Hippies, I'm gonna start saying that shit at the beginning of the pod, but I'm gonna say it after we introduce because
Yeah, please.
I don't know. But
Or I was looking at the app. I'll save it for later. That's like statistical data.
um yeah, but you know, if you got any final words, I'm gonna just leave us off with this quote from a Childish Gambino album. But you want me to say it first?
I can go first. Well, I got a quote too. You feel me? That my stepdad actually said.
All right,
I wake up at 10, and when I brush my teeth, I'm a 12. That's how y'all got to look at yourselves.
that's facts.
Mhm.
I love Tamarco. He a funny dude. um, what I was gonna say is it's from Life's the Biggest Troll, which bro, even that title itself is like so like, you know, it should just tell you so much. Listen to Because of the Internet, Childish Gambino. That's an amazing album too. But and I just feel like this is exactly where me and Andre are right now in our lives. And this is gonna be, a song of the week in the future. We don't put y'all on to so many future songs of the week. But he said, I could have stayed where I was and had a life you'd be proud of, but I'd rather chase things never thought of. And just look at MDH. We could have kept hooping and did shit that our parents was gonna be proud of and happy that we was doing.
Well,
Some
okay.
bullshit.
Well, you feel me? I feel like my parents proud. You feel me of this, but because like my dad was telling me, he was like, because he was watching, he was like, yeah, I'm proud that you helping people out. You feel me? But I feel like there's gonna be that time, especially like in the near future, where we're gonna have to put that fork in the road, where it's like, which one are we gonna take serious? You feel me? Are we gonna? I mean, not take serious, but which one are we gonna go all the way with? You feel me?
I mean, I feel like I've already put that fork in the road.
I mean,
I'm just,
I feel like we
I'm here. I'm literally at college. Like I was telling you,
facts.
I'm literally here just to promote this MDH shit. Like I was literally, and I'm still debating whether I'm going to do it. Going to play on the basketball team just to give MDH a higher platform, like a bigger platform.
Yeah, I'm
So I've already made that.
I'm just kind of here just to, or in college, just to like kind of put a pause on my life real quick. You feel me? Like
Yeah,
start
that too.
doing something. You feel me? While we make this take off.
Yeah, because I mean, even if this doesn't come my main source of income, it's not like I'm going to stop doing this. You know,
I mean,
because even if it's helping one person out, that's enough to me, and it's helping me out at the end of the day.
yeah, gang.
Yeah, but you know, that's all we have for y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed this conversation. You know, amazing conversation. Uh, make sure y'all, be happy, be healthy, stay positive, and just all that good stuff. And like I said, make sure that make sure that you motherfucking follow us on Twitter at MDHSHIT or on Instagram at Modern Day Hippies. And if you haven't already, donate to our. You can either donate directly to us at MDHSHIT, or you could donate to our GoFundMe
Yeah,
account, to help us get our business really up and running because, we're not just going to spill all of our plans, but we got a lot of things that we want to do in
look,
the future. Like,
I'm gonna just say this: 2021. That's a big year. That's a big year for us.
yeah, that's
I
fast.
mean, we need y'all help.
2021, yeah, 2020 was already a big
Yeah,
year.
huge. And this one gonna be even bigger. So you feel me? We need y'all help.
Exactly.
So you feel me? We
And even if y'all don't want to help us, we gonna get. We just honestly, we telling y'all that y'all should help us for y'all benefit because we gonna figure it out either way. We
and we
just
gonna
gonna remember if y'all need us help.
and we gonna have some fire on the way. You feel me? So it's like once we get what we need to get, you feel me? Y'all gonna be like, dang, I wish we got this sooner. So
Exactly.
don't look. I said this quote yesterday. You know what? We gonna end it on this quote. You feel me? Because we're known for like not ending it when we said we're gonna end it, but we're gonna end it. Don't join. I mean, people are so ready to. Oh, okay, hold on. People are so ready to hop on a wave when it's a wave, but step on it when it's just a puddle. MDH out.